Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at EA Access and what you can get by joining up and playing Star Wars Battlefront. Now, I've been a bit skeptical of EA Access, although if you take a close look at what's on offer, it's actually a pretty good deal. I mean, for under £4 for a monthly subscription, you could be jumping in right now to Star Wars Battlefront and get 10 hours of free playtime. Well, it's not free, but you get 10 hours of playtime for £3.49, I think. Here's just the letter explaining about your 10 hours, that it starts as soon as you actually start playing the game and not whilst it's downloading. I'm not sure if that counts when you start playing the installation mini game, but you get access to the full game. I mean, that's a good period to decide whether you want to buy the full game or not. I mean, in 10 hours, you could jump through quite a lot of these training missions, the battles and the survival mode for the solo campaign, or just spend your time playing in the multiplayer. I mean, I've been playing for a couple of hours now, and you know, I think already I've got a decent grasp of what's expected of the game. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a new title. I've got to play it early than the actual official release date, and I've got access to everything that's in the game. When my 10 hours runs out, then obviously I've got that choice to continue playing where I've left off after investing all those hours. And I guess that's really what the hook is. You've invested that amount of hours. You either turn away and say, right, I've had enough, or you just jump right in and say, look, I've invested that amount of time, I'm not going to lose all my progress, so I'm just going to continue and pay for the rest of the game, which I would have paid for anyway. Also worth noting here as well is that EA Access doesn't just end with just this one game. You can play all the other games as well that are on offer. There's lots of trials, and you can even download full games that are in the vault, which is a growing list. So eventually, I would assume that this game will actually hit the vault as well. You might be looking at a year's time from now, but still. So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a good service. I mean, you can be skeptical of it like I was and say, well, why should I pay for this? And you know. But, you know, the benefits do outweigh the cons here, definitely. In fact, there aren't really any cons other than you have to pay the subscription. But, I mean, this is pretty cool, being able to play a current release ahead of time and just be able to play it to its fullest without having to pay a huge sum of money for the privilege of doing so. I mean, I'm not locked out of the game. Excuse me crashing there. I'm not locked out of the game. I've got the full game to play here, and yeah, it's cool. So yeah, if you've been thinking about EA Access, you've heard about it, you've seen it advertised on your dashboard, or you've heard others talking about it and not sure what's involved, then I can vouch that it's actually pretty cool. Once obviously if the games appeal to you that are available. If they don't appeal to you, then obviously it's not as good. But if you're a massive Star Wars Battlefront fan and you want to test it out before you
use your targeting system to lock onto enemies.
So I'm concentrating on shooting these TIE fighters.
We're picking up more targets.
Yeah, if you want to test out the waters before you make a full commitment, then it's a good little service. I mean, again, you get a 10% discount as well, I think, if you do decide to buy the full game. So that's pretty cool. I'm not really sure what I'm doing in this mission. I should be turning around. I've got the controls.
That's the wrong way.
The wrong way for me. I should have reversed the controls. But I think that gives you a good idea of EA Access. I'm going to definitely be an advocate for EA Access now, having sampled it properly firsthand. I mean, if I can come to the dashboard, let me just quit this and go back. Let me see how I can get to EA Access from here. Is it in my yeah, there's the hub there. So basically, look, you've got all these games in the vault. So these are the games that you can actually just download and play as long as you've got the sub. And these are the full games. These aren't demos. So you just download those and play to your heart's content. And then obviously you've got these trial versions as well. And let's have a look at the benefits as EA would point out to you. Look, you've got the vault, which I've just shown you, the 10% on the digital purchases, and then obviously the play first, which is what we were doing with the Star Wars Battlefront, which is actually quite neat. And obviously being able to play it early. Well, I've just gone into Need for Speed, so there you go. You just go into it and then start playing your trial. Let's have a quick look at if we can list some of the other games trials. So here's all the trials that are available at the moment. You know, these are new games. I said the Vault has got its own set of games which you could just play the entire amount. You know, Dragon Age Inquisition, I know it's a fairly old game, so is Battlefield Hardline. But, you know, for that small subscription, which I think is probably about £15 a year, you've got all these games available to you. So if you really are on a budget, then, yeah, it's a good thing to have. And it gives you options just to dabble in certain games if you don't want to go the whole hog and spend out the big 40 odd pounds, whatever it is, to buy a new game. Excuse me. So I think that gives you a good idea of what EA Access is about. Yeah, I mean, I can't say anything more than what I've said. It's pretty cool. And as that list of games grows for the Vault and EA bring out more products, then obviously the value increases of joining up. Okay, I think that gives you a good idea. I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching.